Flatten your balls.
Right, do you need a countdown?
Flatten your balls with a...
Do you need a countdown?
Shit! I forgot a rolling pin. I forgot what a rolling pin was.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
Shoot. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
You shot me
It would be a
down.
more exotic way of starting. Like, instead of saying action. Actually, action is also quite...
Action!
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, we don't... It's not like we use action, do we?
To a Deep Rock video. I know.
A deep cut.
I know.
That's a good one, isn't it?
No one fucking plays this game anymore. What's the point? I'm really kidding. Anyone watching this probably has the misfortune of still playing the game.
All right.
This is not.
Now, I would have said we're not here for negativity.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Obviously, it's the first video of the year. First miscellaneous video of the year, and I thought to myself, I was looking at the world and what's going on in the world, and I thought, what do we need more of? Hate.
Despising of everything that we used to love.
I just realised the thumbnail technically it's got like a favourite in the background in the corner. I don't mind. I don't mind that. This is a follow-up to... Well, actually, it's not that old. It's just old enough where it doesn't really make sense that this wasn't done like a week or two after that, you know? However, of course, once upon a time, there was a video where we went through our favourite of every single thing in this hallowed software. It's time to do the opposite. So you can understand from the perspective of two veterans with very different dynamics and relationships to the game as it stands right now. And what do their least favourites or most hated of every single category of like feature in the game look like? All in all, what are the worst things in the game?
Yeah.
In case you're wondering. Although for some of them that's really not going to be appropriate because, you know, we're about to step into sort of that kind of territory immediately. Something like your least favourite class. And I don't need to... we don't need to do like this in a taking turns thing. We'll go through the categories in order, but, I mean, we don't have to be like, oh, I have to say mine first, you have to say yours next. Because I think we can answer class pretty easily, right? 3, 2, 1, driller.
I'm ping-ponging between scout and engineer.
Oh!
I mean, sure, I don't play engineer, like, at all, because I don't vibe with him. But, like, I, generally speaking, vibe with, like most of scout's weapons and equipment. I also don't particularly like.
Well, that was my thought process, where I actually do vibe with his stuff.
Actually,
Overall,
I guess I
more
don't
than
like
driller.
engineer's weapons either. I'm gonna go with engineer, just because I don't fucking play him, and I
there
don't
we
like
go.
it.
See
And
how
like,
easy that was? And that's the opposite. That one
I
is
need
the
to lead
exact
into my hate.
opposite of
I need to evoke.
Yeah, obviously that's the opposite of what it was when it was our favourite. Also, I want to point out. So obviously, obviously I say it's obvious. I don't think any like literary term is like common knowledge anymore. Like even fucking adjectives. But an antonym is just a word that has the opposite meaning of another word. Or rather, the antonym of a word is the word that has its opposite meaning. Turns out, I literally looked this up. I looked up what's the antonym of favourite. And it's least liked.
Yeah, they need a word for that.
Yeah, they do. Draverate.
Yeah. Vorlical.
Anyway,
There's a new
so
word.
the character you hate the most. Now this is characters. So it's like, and that can include all the dwarves, but it's basically anything that's named or speaks or doesn't speak but is named. I don't know if I hate anyone of the vast cast of characters that we enjoy. Because you could easily be like, Oh, Mission Control. But you'd be wrong because he's literally the best character. So you got to be careful there.
I fucking hate that guy who talks about gay features. Fucking, I'll murder him with my hands.
Who?
The one that goes like, look up so and so.
So my favourite
so-and-so.
character, Ranger Garfax.
I would murder him in my sleep if I could.
All right. I think all the robots count as characters. So Doretta.
Lord Doretta. Hate the game mode, Lord Doretta.
Yeah, well, she's she's not exactly the best part about it. Well, as
Move on. We don't have enough time.
Doretta looks cool.
I mean, how many of these are there again? There's a lot, right?
Yeah, but it's like some of them are like just ping them off one by one.
Yes.
Yeah. Space. Oh, space. I just realised how obviously the point of the video is to mirror the other one, so I wasn't going to change anything. But I think it's kind of weird if you have a least favourite Space Rig location, to be honest.
Dude,
then again,
I dislike like the tunnels at the top. They're just so clearly underbaked, and it's like, wow, this. What was the point? What was the fucking point in doing this?
The tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? I don't know. I guess because I hate seeing it when I lose the med bay. Yeah.
I never see it because I always win.
Yeah, good for you. Your it's just saying most hated or least liked. It's just so much more cumbersome than favorite.
Despised.
You're most despised. It's still most despised though, isn't it? Because favorite is like one of the few words that inherently implies like top of the bunch, right? Like the most. In this case, we have to say most before every word. Anyway, your most hated terminal in the game. I have a great answer for this. And I'm going to be honest, Tyler. I reckon I know your answer, even if you don't.
Bosco terminal.
The Bosco, not the deep dive terminal.
I don't give a shit about that.
All right.
Meanwhile, the Bosco terminal is holding some of the best fucking cosmetics in the game. And also, they haven't touched it in Neons, which I guess is the same for deep dive, but still.
Yeah. All right, here's mine. I mean,
okay.
Can you blame me? Can you blame
me? Yeah, you've never even used it.
Yeah, that's why. I have nothing but ire for that thing at this point. It has eluded me for far too long. Minigame. I think we do technically have a new minigame since we last did this, which is Prop Hunt. But I can't say that's
I like Prop Hunt.
Yeah,
the football one.
Yeah, football.
Actually, no, never mind. The fucking Jetty Boot. I can't do it. Fuck Jetty Boot.
All right. I don't like football though because
I fucking hate Jetty Boot.
I don't like the football one because you need people to play with you. I could say the same about the beer, really, but
you just sit on the rig on your own playing Jetty Boot. You sad.
Yeah. All right, daily special. Fuck it. It's easy. Darkmoor Kite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not going to be anything else, is it?
I think so.
I love this category, brewing ingredient. It's only so you could say barley bulb last time. Which, by the way, I'm going to jump ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump ahead.
Yeah, you would hate it because you're jealous.
Yeah,
I have more barley bulbs than like a level 4 fucking thousand, or however many people. 5,000.
Yeah, I think craft beer is any beer actually aside from the special. That's not technically true, but so this could be leaf lovers if you want it to be. But
no, yeast codes fucking sucks. Fuck yeast codes.
What's your
unremarkable ass thing. They're just like starts are the most common. It's like, all right, fair enough. There's gonna be tons of you, but then like you got the Malt Star and yeast cones are basically the same, but like Malt Stars are stars. They're pretty cool. Well, yeast codes are just there. They're bad.
Oh, you know what? They are the most nothing. You know, it's like barley bulbs are like the ones that you need for the specials. Malt stars are stars. Starch nuts are just
Yeah.
like the bulk currency basically, and then yeast
Yeah.
cones are just like, what the fuck even are you?
They could have been
Fuck
like
off.
rarer, maybe, or I don't know, special
Bigger,
in some way, like they hang down from
they could be like
ceilings,
combo bud
some shit like
sized or
that.
something. They could be like
Yeah, but no, bland
it's like
ass
this
fuckers.
giant thing you have
Yeah,
to crack open. Oh, I would love to be a brewer at the Mountain Dwarves Brewery, whatever it is.
just beg the question if that's going to be a thing in roll call. Like,
What?
because we know a bar is going to be in there, but does that mean we're going to have to
We know Obama's going to be in
down
there. What? Sorry?
a bar? We know a
Yeah.
bar is in roll call, but does that mean that yeast cones and barley balls are going to be carrying over? Yeah.
I think it's going to be other shit. I think it's going to be like you collect like body parts to make protein shakes.
That's grim. But
Steal
I
that
like it.
idea.
Yeah.
I beg you to steal from me. I beg you to steal. Anyway, craft beer. I mean, look, they're all nice, aren't they? Except randomizer. I don't like drinking
you
it.
can put that.
I
know. I don't like. I don't like fucking gut wrecker.
Why not?
If it isn't, which one's the one where you burp or fart and then
well, gut wrecker makes you burp a lot, but that's it. Macterra Brew makes you fart and stinky.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of drinking a nest of flies and then them pouring out of me, and that's all I can hear.
Yeah, if you were to ask me, it's like I would definitely, out of all of these drinks, I would drink all of them to avoid drinking Macterra Brew.
Yeah. And if this was like, if I had to pick like any of them not to have in real life, that's one of the worst.
Yeah, I mean,
ties next to probably burning love.
I know. I mean, I like burning love. It's my favorite drink in the game, but it's like you probably wouldn't want. I mean, if I had to drink one, it's gonna probably be Blackberry Blonde. It's gonna be, you know,
it's just a nice one, right?
It's probably fucking delicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the one that might turn huge. I think that'd be fun.
Just start singing.
Just turn into like a fucking mech.
Update. Oh dear. Contentious one. I'm going to be a contrarian here. Not contrarian. I still don't like it, but the February maintenance update I take some issues with. It's a bit of a waste of time. It's a bit for everyone.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
It's an easy answer for me.
Trying to think of.
Sorry about that.
Honestly, the update where they added both of the new game modes at the same time. It would obviously not new anymore, really, but that big one. I know it added other stuff, but fuck it.
Not much else. It was mainly sort of some cosmetics.
And oil
so
refinery, which
you would say,
really...
yeah, which you don't love. So it's almost like it actually there probably was less stuff in that you liked than there was in season 4.
And overall, it made doing assignments worse and the game worse for me. So yeah, fuck that update.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that is update 32. Okay, holiday event. There are many to choose from. Easter. No, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah, I was thinking about
such a strong start with the cosmetics, and then they just started making silly felt hits.
The very first one.
Complete drop in potential was.
Well, out of the felt ones, one of them is worse than the others, but still, I would agree only because I think I get more out of all the others. Like even the summer one, which I was thinking of, that giant pool float's kind of funny. I don't hate it, and summer vibes aren't bad. Okay, so. I'm gonna go with the same thing actually, because I was like, I almost put Easter, and I was like, wait a minute, but it's got like the eggs thing, which is kind of neat. It changes the eggs.
Yeah.
Oh god, status effect. This is where things get really niche. Because I don't know if I hate a status effect, except I feel like I definitely do, but it's gonna be something really specific. Like I'm trying to.
Me being hit by a slasher and getting stunned can actually kill itself in France.
If that does enough, for you to like put stun down, and we can do that. Is that what you're implying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Stan.
Yeah. Absolutely. Of course. I'm just trying to think of the one that causes me the most pain. But actually, because it's probably best to take a similar approach to you. I guess whatever you would call, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here, and say shield disruption, right, as a status effect. Now, only because that comes in a couple forms, right? Recent one, the Stalker's attack. I think that counts. And shield battery booster can do it to you, and it's got a whole warning. It's a stretch. It's not a damage type, but it's definitely a status effect. I think in a more conceptual sense. Anyway,
Maybe not a technical one, but
anyway, let's do one that's probably be a little bit easier. Grenade. It's the only one that I really don't like using is neurotoxin. Straight up. I just realized we had to do them all for each class as well.
Oh wow. I guess driller. The HEs. No, spring loaded. Spring loaded is worse.
That's fair. That's fair. I definitely get more fun out of it though than the. Yeah. Actually, maybe we could do the classes first. Oh, so engineer. This actually no, it doesn't hurt. It's absolutely shredders for me. They're amazing, amazingly powerful.
Yeah.
I despise their existence.
Yep.
Gunner.
We're both very much on that hill.
Cluster. Engineer. Shredder. Scout. Cryo. For me, I get a lot of IFGs. The boomerang's amazing, and I mean, frankly, pheromones are kind of amazing as well. Let's be honest.
I'm not a fan of IFG. I see its value, but of a lot.
That is absolutely fair.
But yeah, no, scouts are all pretty good though, so it's really just the worst of the best. Gunner, I can't stand cluster grenade.
So overall, then, one you hate the most, could it be the cluster grenade? Perhaps.
Yeah. No, that was my answer. I wasn't running through a process. I mean, I dislike basically all of them. It's really the worst of the worst. But yeah.
Good stuff. And what does that tell you, everyone? These are the two worst grenades. That's how it works.
This is the factual.
That's how it works. Weapon. Oh wow, that's fucking broad. Good God. Although I don't think I'm going to have much trouble because I'm fairly certain. Oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. It's the Zukovs. I find they're actually a really disappointing blister in Scout's kit. And I mean, here's a take. Scout's Gen 2 is pretty poor, especially overall. He did much better on the first round and the third round, in my opinion. I know it's not popular because everyone loves the M1000, but I'm just going to say that. And I think the Zukovs have been... We have given them too much credit for far too long. And I really don't like using them.
I think they're pretty much the same as the Sparta. Generally terrible, but with explosive reload, you can at least kill things.
It's literally the same thing. It's the same overclock. It's the same.
Yeah. But no, yeah, mine's the stubby. I've never been able to use the stubby and enjoy it. It's a simple fact of the matter.
Poor little fella. The poor little fella. Okay.
Deserves it.
This is probably. I'm glad I didn't delineate traversal and support tools into classes as well, because that would have been dumb as bricks.
That would have been absurd. Yeah.
And look, I've defended it before.
Zipline.
It's both of us. It's a zipline because it's the worst one. Because it's.
Yeah, and it's not like just, and we've gone through it, but it's like it could still be better while still being what it is. Like it is overly inconvenient. Like it like could easily be made just as like clunky technically, right? Because he's supposed to have the worst traversal, but be pleasant to use, right? Like it would always extend its max distance like into a wall, so you can dig into a wall when it would keep extended with you, so you can actually get in there well, and or you could attach big heavy objects to it,
I
right?
mean,
Those two changes would
that's the
immediately make
one.
it like enjoyable while still being just as bad of a mobility tool. It would be fun, shockingly enough.
It's that first one I think is the most reasonable one. I would stack on top of that though. Also, maybe being able to grab stuff while on it as well. I don't.
Actually, that might have been the other change. Yeah,
I
I
think
knew there was two changes. I was kind of
yeah,
improvising the
the
second one.
attaching stuff to it one would be cool, but that would have been more suited to if they would have done like overclocks or something.
Which we can expect in roll core is
Or
something to bear in
similar.
mind.
Because overclocks might not be a thing, but
Sure,
similar
but
levels of upgrades.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, support tool,
classic roll core diffing this shitty fucking game.
bro.
This is my start now. Get used to it. I will force this.
Yeah.
What my support tool? C4.
I mean, I was thinking about it because it's between that and the flare gun, but I definitely use the flare gun more. The weird thing about the satchel charge is that I find it's like it's crazy because the thing that I observe about it the most is that I don't need it, like because I know I put Driller down as my favorite class, but that does not mean he's even. That does not have any. That was not a reference to power, by the way, because Driller is probably the strongest, aside from the things that he literally can't do, like fight the caretaker. except he can, because that's literally the thing that the satchel charges are the best for. But so they're really good in really specific situations, like a hive guard or a caretaker. And there is a through line between those two bosses that is a clear reason why the satchel charge is so good. Has something to do with multiple shields, I think. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I do find satchel charges a little bit fun. Flare gun's just convenience. So, fuck it. Flare gun.
Flare gun makes the game feel nice.
It does. It's nice. Engineer weapon. Well, I mean, I don't need to.
Yeah.
Me, however,
it's actually the sludge pump.
Hmm?
I was trying to think of another fucking engineer weapon, but all I said was sludge pump.
Okay, now I have builds with the PCL that I do really like, but overall, it's the weapon I have the most problems with, in terms of like its existence and just mechanics. So
the fact that they refuse to acknowledge the problems with it because people still like it, even though it's heavily flawed.
yeah, it's like American politics. Anyway, gunner weapon.
It's really the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. I don't care.
Gunner weapon. Coil gun. Fuck the coil gun. No one likes the coil gun. A single person likes the coil gun.
How could you? How could you? Driller weapon. Oh no. That's not even remotely true. I'll tell you what it is though. DPC.
You know what? This is the actual genuine like heartbreaking moment. Is I was just running through it and I'm like, okay, so obviously none of the primaries. So one of the secondaries, wave cooker, love the wave cooker. And then I got to the Sabata and I'm like, oh, I hate the Sabata, don't I? And then I thought about the new like first double shot explosive reload sludge combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ultimately, I enjoy that infinitely more than what the EPC does with like anything. Because anything the EPC did, the wave cooker does better and easier. So it's just, I don't know. Yeah, the EPC is just not it anymore. The wave cooker diffed it so fucking hard, it's not even funny.
The Wave Cooker had to
like
get sent to hospital the other week for carrying in Driller secondaries, I think, on its back.
yeah,
It's kind of crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
there is
Honestly, yeah, I
one
think it
build that
is.
there's one build that I really do like with EPC. It's just a straight up heavy hitter with fire. It is nice and strong, but
Yeah, it's fine, but
overall, it's the most it's
I think it's my least favorite because it's disappointed me. But you were my baby boy. I loved you, and this is how you grew up. To have like one of the worst tier 5 mods in the entire game. Like, why?
there is a slight jankiness to Gen 2 where I think it's almost like you can see like the purity of the Gen 1 weapons has let them sort of like stabilize, and then the Gen 3 weapons were more built for the time that they were introduced in. So the Gen 2 weapons are in this weird position where they're more complicated in the first round, but
Nowhere near
the game
complicated enough.
outgrew them because of that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first round was simple enough. Yeah, there is definitely something to be said there about this because I wasn't expecting this necessarily, but I'm not surprised now. And so when it comes to the scout weapon, I mean, I've already given the answer because it's a zoo course, to be honest.
M1000. Still don't like
Damn!
it.
Damn! That's crazy. It's not though, is it?
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
that. It's not that crazy. It's not.
No,
I mean,
no,
look,
it's not.
you're you, we're us, we're on console. I mean, I know that doesn't explain it really to anyone watching, but
Just imagine there's a gun which never does any damage because it never hits any shots, and that's why it sucks.
yeah, goated.
Overclock.
Yeah,
The
this is
least favorite overclock in total.
yeah.
Overall. Wow. It's going to be pretty like. Oh, it's explosive reload on the, but I've just it's
Um,
explosive. It's explosive
whoa,
reload. No,
sorry.
electric reload rather. Electric minelets.
Electro
Electric
mindlets.
minet. I got there in the end.
I'm very proud of you for saying that.
Thank you. Well, because I like the Burt and all of its flaws, but that is just such an like unarguable, like horrendous act of like torture to put on a weapon I like. I it makes it so hard to defend when you slander the Burt because it has that on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the vertical stuff that I like too. But it also does have electro mindlets, which is, I genuinely think it's the worst. I think it might be the worst thing in the. It's just so. I've seen people defend it as well, and it's just like,
Honestly, I think minelets full stop are unpleasant.
yeah, there's not too many
Zukos have
examples.
minelets, and once the cryo got once the because minelets on the Zukos were solid until they added the cryo bolts, which are just infinitely better. Even without them being inherently better, just more pleasant to use. And therefore, Zukovs lost like 50% of their strength when the thingy was added.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck minelets, fuck electrical minelets specifically.
Yeah, why not? Okay, now we get a little bit more. Yeah, let's niche it up a bit more. Still, it could be way worse. I'm honestly looking back. I'm surprised that we didn't. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, yeah, we did.
I can't read the text, but I assume it. Yeah, I do remember sitting there,
Oh.
like gutturally. I remember sitting here like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah, I got a bit carried away, didn't I? Oh, so this is easy though, because it's Overdrive Booster. Actually sinful, and if you like it,
What's this?
you're stupider than you
Engineer
realise.
overclock,
Yeah, Engineer
specifically.
Overclocks. This is that Shard Diffractor one. It's just bad, and I can prove it. I won't, but I could. It's just so terrible. It's so useless and pointless and beaten by every other option. Even that shitty balanced one that still does the same thing, that's better than it. So fuck you if you defend this overclock. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it being popular.
Neurolasso. I feel like I eventually remember that it got touched in some way, right?
Yep, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't get
Did
better.
it get better?
No,
Then
and
no, right.
it didn't. It definitely didn't change in a way that you're gonna like it more.
Yeah, no, because it's just fundamentally like clearly they weren't thinking, just objectively. Like they got caught up in the idea, like what if because of like the lasers are touching them, they get slowed down, and then they left it there without thinking about how fucking stupid that is.
Well, I
And
wish
like
I could say.
what do you do with that?
I wish
What
I
are you
could
meant to
say
do
that
with
the
that?
smart
Not shoot them
rifle.
now?
I wish I could say that the smart rifle wasn't obviously impacted by being decided on as being the new engineer primary later than the others. But I can't say that because that's true. So, and I can't help but see the
smart
symptoms
rifle
of
is
that.
the most underbait.
Yeah,
It's
and
definitely
you can pinpoint
struggling
that.
struggle.
There's literally a reason why, because it was like they changed the idea at one point from one weapon to the other, and it's like you can see that, which is really frustrating. Right. Well. Yeah.
Can't read it.
It's Gunner Overclock.
Is it Gunner?
It's just Gunner Overclock.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't.
That's simple.
Yeah, it's not hard to do that, is it? At this
A
point,
little more oomph, like that.
a little more oomph.
Which just closed.
I mean, if you
No.
want to put something else in,
Right.
you can. Like, because it's like.
No. I guess
Okay.
yeah. We might have done that previously.
I think
but
we did
no,
because it's like
fine.
it's almost like the difference between
It's fine.
what you view as overall you like the most or don't like the most, and it's like what about in a way it's more specific to the class, whatever. Driller Overclock. No, it's not that one.
Oh, that's obvious.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, it is not at all. Sludge Blast is good. Sludge Blast is right up.
Did I say it was bad? Did I say it was bad?
Yeah, but you're saying that it's worse than Overcharger.
I do like Overcharger more.
That's fine. That's my thing, by the way. So write that down. Write that down.
What was that? Oh, Overcharger. Not
Overcharger.
muffled sounds of anger.
Overcharger, and then add muffled sounds of anger, in like asterisk. Like yeah.
I'm a very quiet gorilla.
Yes.
I'm a very quiet.
Oh, well, that's been a while. Yeah. Scout
Overclock. I need fun. I need fun.
Really.
And that's true, by the way. I'm not making that up. I really don't like Special Powder. It's like one of the only overclocks I genuinely avoid. Like, I was annoyed to have to make a video about it. And they would say like, "Oh, you don't have to." If I don't have to, I won't. So I have to. Anyway,
this is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
that's because
like I'm going through all of them.
Scout's overclock selection's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm like going through like I like all of these. I guess it's gonna have to be.
You could.
I just
like
don't care
mid,
enough.
I
But
guess.
it could be electrocuting focus shots.
Yeah.
But it's just like
I would have
only
said that
because it's like my least favorite of the lot. Like everything else, I like.
Yeah, it's like electrocuting focus shot is like it's really weird because I used to before I my cortex fully formed, I would have like compared it to electromagnets, but it is better. Like electrocuting focus shots is actually good. It does give you more overall damage with a focus shot without like relying on a weak point hit. It's like kind of that thing, and like slows them down. I think you can get damage bonuses from the Zukos and the bolt. It's actually quite a good overclock, but yeah, if you just don't care for it.
I know it is. I know it is. Quick fire on the fucking bolt shot.
Oh
I
god, quick
feel
fire.
Something towards that.
Quick fire is like what? That's the one that like I've seen people. I'm not sure who. Maybe like fucking Axis Chronos or that guy. Well, we hate him. I don't think it was him though. But like people who play on those kind of the modded difficulties. Like, gotta use quick fire because I can one shot try jaws really quickly with my bolt shark. If that's how you see the bolt shark, I pity you. If that's all you care about with it,
quick fire is so annoying because it doesn't really fucking do anything. Meanwhile, seriously, like you're turning down like any of the others. Like all of the others are incredibly good in their own little areas. I mean, Tripod Body and Bodkin Point are probably the weakest, despite being the unstables. But like, they're still something interesting to do with, and you're turning them down for faster fire. Fuck you. Fuck you for that.
Yeah, I agree. Quick fire is really annoying. Okay.
Because even if you want it like to be a normal bolt shark, just put specialist on, you wanker. Yeah, okay, I guess I do care about quickfire. There's passion there at least. Oh my god, tier 5s? Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, well, no, well, okay, no, hold on. I think they are just as impactful as Overclocks. That's why it's tier 5s and not every other upgrade. And I can guarantee that we don't have to do this for each of the weapons.
Right.
I actually can't guarantee that, but I'm fairly certain. Engineer's easy though. It's disabled inertia inhibitor, which is not really that fair because it's kind of a gimmick pick anyway. It was literally added so that like the base mechanic that they removed from the PGL was still there, where it carried over your momentum. Because without that, you can't really save yourself from falls with RJ250, but. So basically, I don't care for it, and it's basically just like makes RJ250 really weird, where it really implies that you kind of shouldn't be using it to save yourself, given that it's a bad tier 5 pick that you need to make that work. So yeah, that's an easy pick for me. I'm sure Tyler's going to land in his anytime soon.
Magazine capacity tweak on the stubby. I know. They're all like, they're either quite alright, like the shotguns, or they're just nothing worth talking about, like all the stubbies.
Except electric arc.
Yeah.
You can't say it's not worth talking about. You can't say...
I guess, but also not really. I honestly would have expected that to be part of the base card.
Yeah, it feels like it. Well, I don't think it should be necessarily. Yeah. So Gunner tier 5.
Aggressive venting.
Nice. That's a good one. I respect the fuck out of that. I respect the contrarianism on display.
Aggressive venting, just as a rule of thumb. I see Scout's lucky that's not there on his overclocks. But I let it slide. I just don't like it.
No. I don't like nitroglycerin compound for the Hurricane because it's such a good idea that it's held back by them not being willing to let it actually do any damage. And if you do, you have to play really awkwardly. And I think that's because the way you would have to achieve getting more damage out of it is by just waving the rockets around until they have picked up some damage. And you would have to do that anyway, even if it was stronger, because otherwise it would just be like, if it was so strong that you didn't need to do that, then you wouldn't do that. You would just shoot it normally and not take increased velocity. So it's kind of cursed to not really be good, even though I do think it's a good idea, which doesn't really make sense, but it's still...
It means it's not a good idea.
Look,
it's inherently awkward.
It's a cool idea. It's not a good idea. Okay? Does that work?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it does. Driller, tier 5. Oh, I know what it is. Wait, what's it called? I know what it is. What's it called? It is called Plasma Splash.
Plasma Splash.
Yeah. A symptom of them improving, mainly improving Burning Nightmare by making it a combination of two of the other two. So they just
but
added
then for some reason they felt the need to add a third one, even though other ones live with just two. So I wouldn't mind, but like this is terrible, and you should know that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, Lazy maybe told you all not to use it, so I think that works.
Blaz.
He's kind of. I think he is the foremost authority. Scout time. I think all the primaries are fine in this regard. I think the bolt shock's fine in this regard. I think the boomstick is actually not bad either. So I'm gonna be an asshole here. The only one that I don't use that much is get in, get out.
I like getting out.
I know you do. You based an overclock
I
on
was
it.
really leaned in harder. Yeah.
Um.
No. Oh, this is simple. White phosphorus shells on the boomstick.
Yeah.
Like that mandatory ass overclock.
Yeah, but I almost don't consider it mandatory enough to dislike it. That is not how you spell phosphorus.
No one knows how you spell phosphorus. Everyone guesses differently. It's one of those words that doesn't have a correct spelling.
I was close. I was very close. All right, let's blitz it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Warthog overclock.
What?
Psycho overload.
What? You need to get even more specific. What?
Go, go,
Fuck,
go,
I need
go,
to
go,
find
go,
it.
go.
I didn't. You didn't give me much time.
Retro overdrive. You feel. AI stability engine. Fuck you. Fat boy.
Like it's lightweight magazines.
No, not fat boy. Not fat boy. Oh, GT50. Oh, I like weight magazines.
Lightweight magazines. What's the next one?
Minigun.
Okay, I'll just go over to the minigun.
Bulldog. 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 Oh, of course, it's chain hit because it's fucking terrible. Same for the Sabata. Boomstick. Oh my god, it's moved.
Oh,
Boomstick
lead
special
storm.
powder. There you go. There's the contrarianism kicking in.
Lead storm for lead storm. What the hell did you just do?
Yeah. Alright. It's on you now.
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower.
Face melter.
I actually probably should have put face melter when I think about it. I'm actually going to change to face melter. I know I definitely prefer sticky fuel.
Sheep.
No! Well, I'm not sheep. I'm not sheep here, am I? AI stability engine.
No, fuck you for that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm an asshole. I'm a bad person, but this is the way.
Homebrew powder.
Yeah, I see. That's the cool thing. I actually much prefer homemade powder to AI stability engine.
Next one is it?
EGL. So it's done through generations.
Which one's the even worse one out of compact rounds?
Compact rounds.
In that one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, the balanced one, because it's just awful.
Compact rounds is the medium one.
Yeah,
rounds the one.
Yeah, because it sacrifices AOE damage and radius, but it doesn't give you as much ammo as RGT50. And when you have incendiary compound, it doesn't matter. The damage doesn't matter, but it has less radius. It's just dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah. Chain hit.
Yep, chain hit. Easy.
Oh, there's a trend there. Got 2 chain hits in a row.
Yeah.
And it's unlikely I'm going to disagree with you.
Is it that?
That's probably tranquilizer rounds. I don't like tranquilizer rounds. I knew you'd hate that.
Ugh, it's the second best one.
It's
Boomstick.
horrendous. This is difficult. I actually quite like all of the boomsticks.
It's definitely hard to
Options.
hate them, really, isn't it?
My only problem with the boomstick was that like all of them are best used with the fire one, but that's also kind of not the case anymore with double barrel. It does actually work fine without it. I guess stuff shells.
Yeah, it's the least
Not much point.
yeah, it's got the least point to it. All right. Do you want to play that card for the stubby?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That gives you time to think of the others. Me, however, it is. Is it that? It is. It's actually turret EM discharge. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's hybrid assembly. I'm sorry. Because it's bad. Because it's bad. Thunderhead.
Really haven't used more around enough.
Thunderhead's difficult. Thunderhead's really difficult. I don't hate any of them. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm running that into that problem.
But the big magazine one is the one I guess it's the least useful. I guess.
Composite drums.
Yeah, it's just.
I agree with you, but it also feels like it's like I don't know. Taking a gun that already has more than enough ammo and giving it more ammo, I kind of like that.
It's very fun, which is why I can't do that. I mean, and combat. I think I know that combat mobility is the worst.
Bomber, so
yeah, and carpet bomber is actually good now. Oh, so you're going splintering shells. I think that is actually fair after carpet bomber got buffed to be like reasonably good, because it used to be it was really strong once, then it got weak, and then it got pretty strong again. Yeah, I think as far as like ones I care the least for using, it probably is splintering shells. I still think it has value because it retains like the direct damage and stuff like that, but yeah. And I'm not being a sheep, this is genuinely what I believe. Now, cryo cannon. Tyler will be wrong about this, but he's entitled to his opinion. But for me, it is obviously flow rate expansion.
The little burst one.
Burst? I don't know. Is that what you would call it?
It's the one that like you can't hold it down for like any couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's like increased flow rate, but it's like short runtime. It's just not doing anything compared to like.
No, it's terrible.
Adding
expansion for sure.
I just assumed you were going to go for like crystal nucleation.
I hate Ice Storm and crystal nucleation. Both of them fucking suck. But flow rate expansion makes the gun just not work. Like it's like turning off the gun. It feels like.
Yeah, so like I'm great. I'm very glad I'm shooting faster when that's a bad thing on these two weapons. Like on the flamethrower and the cryo cannon, if you're using cold radiance or heat radiance, you don't actually want to be shooting fast because that has
You're just burning ammo.
Yeah,
you have like no sustenance. Like you have to shoot and then it like you may become complete. You probably can't even freeze like Praetorians without pressurizing.
Yeah. I mean, you literally have a fixed tick rate on the radiance, which is why that flamethrower one that increases range and decreases flow rate is actually amazing because it gives you extra range while also making the close range thing more ammo efficient. It's kind of crazy. M1000.
Good shots.
Hipster. What can I say? I'm based.
Electrocute. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I meant super cooling chamber.
No. We like that. It's bad, but we like it.
Look, I don't think it's bad.
What?
I think it's not weak point based, is it? I want to use that with cryo. I feel like I haven't really tapped into that for some reason. I mean, do you remember that clip of me taking out that Omen with like nothing but super cooling chamber shots and I one hit every vent like in a row?
Just so we're clear, it is weak point based.
It is.
It's not just, but it layers on top. Massive focus damage bonus, enhanced weak point damage bonus on focus shots.
I actually didn't know it. I did that.
It is a part of that. Well, I guess it's because you suck, or because when they changed it, they might have done that.
Oh my god! I just exposed like the fact that Marked for Death is actually gives the focus shot a negative damage bonus, because Marked for Death is plus 0% normally on the damage bonus, and Super Cooling Chamber is 250%. But when I add Super Cooling Chamber while having Marked for Death equipped, it says plus 348%, which means that Marked for Death is actually minus 148%.
Yeah, which I think it says.
It just says like
it gets weaker.
I guess maybe it says it when you. Yeah, actually, it probably does make sense, kind of. Breach Cutter. Sorry, guys. It's the worst one.
Oh.
It's kind of fun, but it is the worst one.
Oh. Roll control.
Unlike spinning.
Roll control.
Sorry, I forgot about roll control. I swear I'm not being a sheep. I literally just forgot about it. Roll control actually used to be kind of good, and then they buffed it. Anyway, Yep.
What does that say?
Muffled gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Heat pipe. Sorry.
No. Wah.
Okay, so Zukov's, I would have said gas recycling because I felt like I've been betrayed by them trying to buff it, but it could be a lot worse, which is
custom cases. Horrific.
Actually, when I think about it, it's
my fucking answer, so put mine in.
All right. What's the clean one called?
You fuck. Minimal magazines.
That one. I still actually. It's gone smaller.
You died.
Oh shit.
The gross incompetence on display.
Oh, hold on. It's fine. It's fine. It was 70. I think it was 74. Yeah. All right. Good.
What a weirdly specific awkward number.
It's because they added this AI co-pilot thing that's offset every slide.
Everything fucking has AI.
Because it's got AI in it. And I went on Word earlier, to write my novel. Yeah. Ladies.
I don't know.
And it's like do you want AI suggested suggestions to what do you want to write? And I almost threw up. And I was genuinely so offended. Anyway, what was it called again?
Well, put my one in, you prick. Custom casings. And then you put in your one custom casings as well. No, it's minimal magazines. Is the one you're incorrectly saying.
Anyway. Wait.
Okay.
It's filler. It should die. Neuralasso sucks, but it's not filler. Anyway, I assume it's Neuralasso for you.
It's just a rot.
And I assume it's Mindless System for you here.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, fucker?
Wow. How do you play that much of a game and still have such wrong opinions?
I haven't used Salva module in fucking ages though. Like genuinely.
You're all the worse for it.
Yeah, well,
I
definitely don't hate it. I need to use it again, but look, I can't wait for the day, and this will be post season 6, by the way. I can't wait for the day when we do our final weapon tier list. and I'm able to put the Hurricane as the best weapon in the game because it fucking is.
What a funny joke.
Yeah.
With my dead body.
What? Because it's Sludge Pump, is it?
You got fucking stuff.
Anyway, is there one you don't like? Is it Google Bomber Special? Is it not? I don't know. Is it the one that does damage?
I think it is that one. Which one is that? Volatile Impact Mixture.
Yeah, I mean, I knew
don't
it was
like that
called.
Oh, I'm glad you hung me out to dry. Not a huge fan of the new one, but yeah, I have no real.
Well, the
strong
new
feelings.
one I have a lot of problems with in principle, but it's still strong and fun. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just the Drac. I mean, there's only one. I literally like all of them except the one that doesn't do anything, which is thermal liquid coolant. So, like, thermal liquid coolant is literally there, so it has a clean for people who don't like having fun.
I don't like impact deflection
You're a loser.
or aggressive venting though.
Oh, you're a loser.
Aggressive venting. Fuck aggressive venting.
It's so good on the Drac. It's
What do
so
you
good.
mean? I disagree with the playstyle.
I disagree with it on Overdrive Booster for the Shard Diffractor. How about you? I know you love the Shard Diffractor, so this should be really difficult.
I actually don't particularly like it.
I know you
I
don't.
have a lot. Feedback loop, because it doesn't feel like it does anything.
Yeah,
Barely even know, like, understand the AOE of the attack. Like, it is so I don't think it should have any AOE because it doesn't show it at all. Like,
yeah,
there's
feedback
no.
loops. Feedback loops a weird one. It's it can be good if you come across a. It's basically Fat Boy, because it's really only should be used against the kind of hordes that justify a Fat Boy. Except it's way more efficient against them. So basically, it's really efficient sometimes. Unlike Fat Boy, which is still always inefficient because you only have 5, right?
Yeah, we get it. You have bad takes when it comes to the PGL.
Yeah. Coil gun reatomizer. Obvious. It's just a fucking dead weight. It's just. Don't.
Which one do you like?
Don't.
Ultramagnetic
Just
cores,
don't.
right?
No, please.
I think ultramagnetic cores, it should just be removed. I mean, I don't understand the point of a clean like that. I can't see what you've written, but like, it just doesn't look like that's. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't get.
I don't know what you've written. It doesn't look like ultramagnetic
you-
coils, and it's not because it's that. Because it's.
You fucking weirdo.
Oh God. Hold on. I'll. Fine.
I dislike it because I don't like any of them, and I hate you. So that's how that works.
There we go. Easy for the Waypicker. It's diffusion ray. I don't like it, and it's pointless.
That the close range one.
No.
Then that's my one.
Wrong. I forgot what that's called. I think super focus lens. Hold on.
Yeah, it is exactly that.
Yeah, because I know everything. Super focus lens. Bolt shock. I wonder what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
What a surprise! It's quickfire.
Glad sometimes we can agree.
All right, let's escape Niche Town now. A little bit.
Yeah, sure, the top 2, yeah. But then DRG robot pulls up, and I feel like Niche Town is back in full fucking force.
Well, yeah, kind of. Passive perk. Yeah, it's not going to be it's a bug thing because that's just like fun gimmick. It's going to be something else. It's got to be It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Second Wind.
I think friendly.
What's wrong with you? Do you hate people?
Oh yeah. Um, I hate the fact that they're going to take less damage from my C4s, but I also think it's kind of weird that. I mean, I guess it is a co-op game, but it literally does nothing for solo characters. Like, it could have at least done something, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
I respect that. I respect that. Okay. Well, you could say the same about Shield Link, but there's definitely. I can't imagine that's our least favourite active perk for either of us. Although, the only one
It's fine.
that I'm really just not getting with Berserker. Sorry.
Honestly, I think Dash.
That's. Well, okay. Is that because it's essential? Or
I think
not?
so.
Yeah.
Not that I use it like ever.
No.
Like, I actively avoid using Dash, but I'm all the worse for it every single time, because it is bullshitly overpowered compared to the other options.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if dashing was just a part of roll core. If they're smart, they'd fucking do that.
I feel like it will either be that or it will be like. It won't be a slot based thing. It won't be something that's taking up a slot. Or it will, but like the slot it's taking up. No. I guess there's no way of doing it without it taking up a slot. It might be a default thing. It might not. It definitely should be. Or not in the game at all. DRG robots. I guess I'm gonna have to just use my earlier answer for the characters, which is Beretta.
Haxi killed himself.
I should have
RGB
put
prick.
Haxi, shouldn't I?
If you're tying him to things that suck, he's definitely the worst of.
Yeah, he's got problems. I mean, the thing about Haxi is though, he's also hogging a really cool Bosco framework. Like, RGB fans. Anyway, the extra equipment is literally anything that we use that's not part of our kit. So that's like the cleaning equipment, jetty boots, any of that stuff.
I dislike the FOMA. It is never felt right.
Even though I can't put that because I still so desperately want it as a slug pump overclock that I can't say I dislike it. Actually, I have an answer for this. It's pipe layer. Now I'll explain. So in on-site refining, well, kind of with that update, they added like sort of two things that you use. One of them is like the repair kit, and that's used to build and repair the pipes and repair Doretta, and repair the rock crackers now as well. But they added something else, which is like a weird, like little scanner-looking thing. It looks like the terrain scanner, but it isn't, and it's what you use to lay out like the pipe framework.
I get the feeling that you don't actually dislike that because you probably quite like building pipes. You just wanted to reference the fact that you know that exists and therefore can put the answer down.
If that's true, it's not. It's subconscious, but you could be right.
Like placing the pipes in a pipe mission?
I just don't like the fact it's one bit of equipment for that. It's so niche.
Right. I guess.
It's so niche. I don't like it. Machine event. Cursite. No. Yes, Cursite, obviously. Because I like Tritolite now because I can use it as a like a wave spawner.
Seasonal event isn't. Oh yeah, machine event. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Cursite, Cursite,
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Cursite? That's the bugs with the gems coming out of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Seasonal event.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Put it down. Come
on.
The hacking one.
I'm just thinking about Harold though.
All right, do that. But my one's hacking one.
I know yours is. I know what yours is. Why do I keep adding Y on the end?
Deposity.
Ah. No, it's got to be data deposit. It's got to be. Okay, so the minerals thing is actually I don't understand because it kind of leaves out a category, which is like chunk mineral. You know, because like veins is obviously ones that are just sitting there in the wall, like morkite. A deposit is supposed to be like the ones that are buried in the wall. So I feel like that does leave out the chunks, which is like
Deposit
Bismore.
is a chunk.
I think so.
Oh no, that'd be a vein. Bismore are veins.
Yeah.
They're just funny veins.
Yeah.
Um,
Can't remember what it's called. I actually can't remember what it's called. Oh, I do. Phase Unite, because it's just don't need it, and it doesn't feel good to mine because you get so little out of it for some reason. It's like such a small number when you mine it.
I don't like Cropper.
Oh, Cropper.
Cropper's weird colour scheme throws me off.
Yeah, Cropper. Deposit mineral. I mean, this kind of what a quark, I guess, because you just see it too much.
Bitter gem.
Bitter gem's the best. Idiot.
Literally the worst.
Fool. Better than error cubes, I'll tell you that.
No.
How are there? How are there that many?
I like
fucking hell. Right, mission type. Jesus Christ.
You were fucking getting a perspective from your own shit here. Like you taste of your own ass medicine from yourself, from the past. Yes.
Yeah.
Biome.
Yeah, biome actually. Now, that's not that easy for me.
I feel like we've said this on like biome tier lists, so we're gonna like contradict ourselves. It's the fungus box.
I was gonna say that.
Well, you're a sheep.
Yeah, it's just it's honestly it's the goo on the ground. It's the goo on the ground.
It's the goo. Yeah, it is the goo. And like vice versa, but like the only reason why I think magma core is in competition is because when it slows you down. Like otherwise, it's fine. But yeah, warning, haunted caves. Yeah,
yep.
Fuck haunted
anomaly,
caves.
critical weakness. And I have to say that because I understand it's a power fantasy, but I literally avoid playing it, and that's because at the moment I play to practice for videos, or when I'm recording a video, and I gain nothing from completely skewering the just the gameplay dynamic of health and damage. So it's just an obstacle for me at this point. This fuck ass thing. This fuck ass category. What is this?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
The second one, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anomaly.
I'm trying to think of anomalies. I'm trying to find all of them as well. I guess it's in the manual. Mission. Anomalies. Volatile guts.
All right, it's not bad. That's like the other side of the coin for critical weakness. Like inverse to each other. Okay, secondary objective. Fossils.
Honestly, yeah.
Everyone knows it's fossils.
They're just the hardest to find for some reason.
Hardest to find, hardest to get. Even then, that's kind of separate from finding. Random encounter. I think this is literally anything that's random. I get angry when I find crashes at this point.
Oh yeah.
And that's really sad. That's sad. But that's
Cooley,
the way
actually.
it is.
I fuck coolies. I don't know what I used to do, but I just can't kill them anymore.
And like, there's no drive for it either.
Yeah, that too. But like, I just can't kill them, and they always run away, and it's really annoying. So it's like, come on, you spawned in. Let me get your fucking loot.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah. Terrain feature obviously sounds a bit nebulous, but there's definitely something that everyone really doesn't like having to navigate.
I feel like this was but this was specifically added because we wanted to like gossip about the like error helix, right? Like,
I
I
think
can only
so.
assume that's what we
I
added it on the live
don't
cake.
know. Let's have a look. Okay.
Yeah, you probably just lost yourself there. Good job, mate.
Not really.
That's it. Your entire home address has now been leaked to the general public.
Oh no. Anyway, I'm just gonna say blocked tunnels.
Or like when it like renders into itself
so
and
like
actually just steals itself off.
no. It's more like in Glacial Strata and Sandblast Corridors when you have like those big like sort of darker
Black
stone
ice
formations.
deals.
Well, Black Ice does
Is
it
that what you're talking about?
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I honestly,
there's other materials that do it as well.
I guess I'd call it like an X formation where it's like a linear mission, but then it goes like crosses over, and if you take the wrong path, you're gonna like, end up completely missing an entire cave. Doesn't often happen, but I don't like it.
The crossroads. No, I'm not gonna put Muffled Gorilla in again. So that's the best we can do, I guess, for that. Fuck. Fuck.
I mean, it just makes sense.
Fuck.
I'm enjoying this quite greatly.
You're not meant to be enjoying it.
Yeah, well, I'm just feeling so vindicated right now. This is, yeah. Ground enemy. Worst ground enemy.
And you can have
Probably the
crossover
Slasher.
here. You can have crossover between bosses
the
and stuff.
Slasher.
What did you say? Slasher? Okay. Fuck. Ground enemy. That's like Praetorian. Boss?
Not caretaker.
No, it's not the caretaker for me either.
Hive guard.
Alright. Oh, this is easy for me. It's Harold. It's fucking Harold. God. It's easy. Biome specific enemy. I mean, that's actually easier than I thought.
Magma maggots. Magma maggots. Magma maggots.
Right, I know. I heard you the third. I heard you the fifth time.
I've probably been killed by magma maggots more than I have core spawn.
Right, enemy group. And I guess it's
least favorite. It's the fucking balls.
All right, the Corona. Other.
You probably hate the NATO sites quite a bit.
Other. Because let me have that passive creature. You see, the thing about Magma Maggot is it's technically the Magma Maggot is technically a passive creature, but it's definitely your enemy.
Yes, I want to murder it, but when I do, I blow up.
It's your enemy.
Magma Maggot.
So you're
Magma Maggot.
Oh, okay.
Magma Maggot.
Okay. I'm allowed to say that. I think.
Maybe.
Friendly enemy. What is that again?
Probably just like a flying one. Like
I think it's stuff that helps you in some way.
It's just a non-violent. Oh no, wait, but passive. Yeah, I guess it's just you made that category like specifically for the.
I think it's for patrol bots.
A cave angel, but you didn't like ever plan on doing this.
No, I didn't. Well, it includes thieves, patrol bots. I think cave angels, Betsy. It's Betsy then, isn't it?
Oh, Betsy, yeah.
Bitch pushes you off the cliff.
I hate Betsy.
Elite enemy. My least favorite elite enemy. I love them all. Except the Slasher. The Slasher's the most pointless one because it's just a stronger. It's just a stronger, faster Slasher. Like I like that the guard is a mini oppressor. I like that the grabber is a kidnapper. Right, I like all this stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
funny.
like the slasher. It's just a stronger slasher.
We've done without a slasher.
Flying enemy.
Right jaw. Right jaw. Right jaw. Right jaw. You don't hate him. You
I don't.
love
I
him.
actually love him, but that's not the point. It's shockers. Shocker.
Right jaw.
It's a shocker.
Yeah.
Try jaw. There we go. Yeah, but look, the thing about shockers is they made it so that forms doesn't affect them. That's the last change we got to perks, by the way. And by the way, it's not a perk change. It's not even that. It's actually just them changing shockers so that they deal electric damage instead of melee. Because Thorns hurt something when it does melee damage to you. It made shockers so much worse. Fuck's sake. Okay.
Yeah, I guess we expected that.
Actually, this
We're
is
not going to
fine.
remember the name of what we hate the most.
No, we're not.
I genuinely, I couldn't tell you a single one of any of them.
Oh my god! It's like this entire this whole thing here. It's like
Just NA.
it's also like I don't even feel like saying I have a least favorite or most hated.
Most ambient are boring as fuck, so it'd be one of them. Swarm tracks is probably one that I'm not a huge fan of. The one that goes actually, I'm sure that's Swarm. I think that's the extraction one. I don't like that one, to be honest. Like the one with the drum in it. It's not Misk. It's definitely either extraction or I guess all of them are
Well, no, Misk is like just literally anything
Journey
else.
of the Prospector. Fuck Journey of the Prospector. Just hear it all the time. You just have a mission with Journey of the Prospector, and then boom, that's it. That's the mission. Congrats, man. You're now only gonna listen to this one song this whole
I'm just gonna
fucking
put
time.
this one because it sounds cool, but it's boring.
Well, at least you remember it.
Swarm track. I don't have one. I genuinely I can't.
Yeah.
Can't. Mist track, however, that's like anything that isn't any of those. And I like everything
the fucking
except the
outro, when you finish the mission, that music, fucking hate it.
Good one. It's a good one. Good one.
So misleading whenever you succeed, but it is quite apt when you lose.
It's a very good one. The jukebox. No. Honestly, just the jet boot tracks. I don't know. So, I don't actually hate them, but sound effects. It's hard to say I hate any sound effects, but I guess it can be something that sort of invokes like dread, perhaps.
I think I have a
the ticking sound of the data deposit, because I can hear it. It's like it ticks.
The sound of a spitballer charging up.
All right.
That fills me with fear and hatred right here.
Right. So this is a bit ridiculous. I might actually bring the wiki up because it's not actually that hard to find.
Least favorite salute.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I still have the chat when Cat-Ion was playing with us.
Right. I've actually found them. Actually, for this section, I might share this with you instead of that.
It's really important that we spend this much time on it.
There's actually more than
I saw one there for teamwork. That was fucking terrible.
Where's that? Oh, what is that? Do you want to put that in?
Teamwork. Yeah, fuck teamwork.
All right.
Oh, and that rock burp and stone burp is not great either.
Yeah, that's gonna be mine.
Do that.
I know I'm not going to make these put these in caps. They're just going to be as they are. So it's just dwarf voice line as well. I guess we will exclude salute. But there's so many. There's so many.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, these are all good ones. Actually, friendly fire ones are all great. Actually,
Yeah, that's what I do all the time.
right.
Just to listen to the voice
Well,
lines.
general excitement.
What are you doing right now, Harry? Please explain to me why you are continuing to do this when we have our answers.
What's that?
Do we know our least favourite, or is there more?
Yeah, there's also dwarf voice line aside from salutes.
Well, they're the same. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're also from the
Well,
dwarf.
mine's definitely the fucking Stony Rock one. So.
All right. Well, mine is I don't know. Art sound effect.
What?
You know when they just fart.
I mean, it's not a dwarf voice line, but okay.
Sure, it is.
Mission control voice line. It's a nice one. There's a swarm coming, and it's a nice one.
Yeah, that same.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that was yours. Okay, this is where being in the game is really important. Headgear.
What? I can't see the thing.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
No, I can.
You just need to know that I'm
Headgear. Oh my God.
headgear.
I guess that's probably the cosmetics. Probably the rest of it, really, at this point.
I think so. No, it is. I know it is.
Headgear, is that different from hair, or is it also hair?
I think it is. It's not. They're the same. I think they're the same.
All right. There's too many. Like favorite was easy, but there's not really.
Well, there's no delineation here. Oh,
barrel one with the thingy on it.
What's it called?
Carpet. Oh, when did we get it? It was the Oktoberfest.
Okay, found it. Kegger. It's just called Kegger. All right, good.
Yep.
Good. That's easy. Framework, weapon framework. It's not danger dice for me.
Right.
It's not danger dice. I actually don't mind danger dice. And
Well,
I guess therefore it's gonna have to be Glyphid Trophy Hunter. All right. Because I at least use infected for some reason. Trophy Hunter. What the fuck have I done? Oh no, that's completely correct. I just... Weapon paint job. What's it? Digital danger. It's awful. Jesus Christ. Just real old scar. Goodness me.
Jungle Raid.
That's a good one too. That's the same category, really, isn't it? Just an old piece of shit. Just an old.
They just had no idea what to do.
I know I will have an answer for this. Because there are a couple that I really don't like. But what is it?
Double horsetails gilded. Or just double horsetails. It doesn't have to be specifically gilded. But I do think they get worse.
Yeah. It's not that for me. Oh, I know what it is. It's the monumental goatee. Plain, specifically though.
What's that one?
It's an older one, actually. It's from it's an old Matrix Core one.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Yeah.
It's really bad. It just looks like a snap. It looks like a trunk. It looks like a
And you can get it fucking armored and gilded as well. But to be honest, armor's not that bad.
Hair color.
I feel like
Amethyst is the only one that I probably don't have have never used as a look. So
Jade.
That's another one. That's another good answer. Victory move. Maybe the one that we saw that doesn't exist.
Yeah, the salt pincher or whatever.
Yeah. Um,
There's not many I don't like, and some of them I think you don't like, but that's only because I like them.
what's that then?
I don't know, like the clown one.
I was about to say that. So she found so furious clown.
Yeah. Still just so good. It's difficult.
I kind of regret putting the next category in.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Although, I can't. I don't think I can answer it.
Random.
Oh,
That's my least favourite.
victory move.
I like picking a victory move. I don't like random
I
victory
think random
moves.
probably my favourite. Skin color, jaundice.
Cool. Bullet dodge there.
I guess so.
My least favourite is cool brown. It's weirdly blue.
At least it's not.
Why
It's
is it
really
so
not a
blue?
realistic skin color. Luckily.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just blue. Are they dying? Like,
Anyway, mustache is easy. Brass collector. It's the one where it's made of bullet casings, and like, look at that, it's made of bullet casings. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like shit, so it doesn't matter.
I literally have no idea what you're on about. Oh, I do know what it's all about. Yeah, that is pretty bad.
There's not as many as I thought, to be honest.
Honestly, Swelly drop.
Swelly droop.
Droop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one where
It's
the
a
physics
fucking
aren't
nothing.
quite there. Well,
You want a cool looking? Oh, corkscrew. I haven't actually looked at that.
yeah.
I just don't really like any of the small ones.
I mean, the corkscrew is not. I wouldn't. That's definitely not.
It's not bad.
Terrible,
Actually,
is it?
I was surprised, but it's like a better version of the Swelly droop. That's what I
Yeah,
was
I
saying.
guess so. Okay,
Alright, what's next?
good.
We're almost done.
Sideburns, obviously.
Of course, that does make sense.
Braided bangles because of Tom.
The thickest. Actually, no. Upbeat youngling, because it's the thickest, but up.
God, that's crazy. Youngling. But I understand though. I understand. It's definitely got to be the trim double decker though for me. Awful. Not good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Eyebrows. Eyebrows.
What a wide range of choice. I mean, there are actually more eyebrows than I thought, though.
Really? I don't dislike
Yeah.
any of these except just the only one I'd probably be least like to use is extreme protuberance. I don't care for the protrusion, really.
I like protrusions.
That's fair, and it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, unibrow. Is that new? Must be.
Yeah.
They're actually adding eyebrows. Refined, to be honest with you. I mean, fucking, who's going to do that?
Me.
You should be embarrassed.
Alright, Tyler,
Oh, privacy curtains are also new. How many new fucking eyebrows have we gotten?
Alright, rack your brain, Tyler. What's the Bosco framework? Thing is, they're all good.
There's going to be one that I'm just going to have a problem with.
I mean, even the Yuletide Bosco, but I guess it's going to be that one, really. I just respect the fact that it exists, I guess.
Order of the Deep, no helmet.
Yeah, I mean, if I almost said with helmet because it's worse, and that's because the helmet doesn't change with paint job.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Then he looks too empty without the helmet.
That's how he looks most of the time. But then again, at least it's an interesting choice. Pickaxe set. Fucking hell! I don't want to. I don't want to.
Least favorite pickaxe set. I mean, that's not too difficult.
No, I guess it's bug hide. I guess.
Yeah, for you at least. Yeah.
I mean, it's easiest to base it off of the heads, I guess, or blades.
Yeah, although I have realised that it's actually difficult for me. Fuck. Relax. I don't like it.
You don't like the chillax?
Not really.
The best thing ever.
It's not something you could ever like intertwine with anything else.
Yeah, but
Very on its own.
I don't really need that from the pickaxe
Like, all the other
anyway.
ones, pickaxe's customization is actually genuinely quite good. Like
Yeah, it's
legitimately.
good. It's
Very
annoying
solid.
because it's good because
Yeah.
it's meant to be filler. Because like we need a
Yeah.
lot of components.
Yeah, but it has resulted in a huge variety of pickaxe and pickaxe colors, and they all kind of work in their own different ways.
Anyway,
Unlike chillax.
it's the most important category. Bosco paint job.
Fucking hell! Fuck. I can't believe you sat there and like wrote this at some point in time and thought, yeah, this would be a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, it's
this
corporate
is the
mint.
content right here.
Corporate mint. Bad.
It's roughneck.
That's wrong, but it's fine. Okay, armor set. This is like literally overall, not cross dwarfs though, just one set on one dwarf. So if it is like a mark something, we'd have to put the class in. And you can pick the Yuletide elf if you want.
Yeah, I'm tempted to, but on my elf look, I didn't mind it too much.
No. I mean, I don't think I'm going to pick that. I think it's probably something that I'd find a little bit more egregious somewhere.
Roughneck. I don't like roughneck.
Which one?
I'm gonna say it. I don't like the roughneck. Or like any specific, just generally.
I think we can
I
do
don't
that.
think I like on any of them.
I mean, that's really really wrong, but all right. I think I'm gonna. Okay, let's give you Roughneck. Clearly, someone doesn't like the Roughneck DLC.
Yeah, which will help later down the line.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Holiday cosmetic overall. Actually, this is actually not bad because this can be filtered fairly easily.
Yeah. Which yeah, this filter was a pretty solid addition.
Wasn't it just?
Oh, I think I know what it is already. I don't know why I'm bothering all this.
I put in festive and it's still giving me certain things like a fucking plague mask. The hockey mask because it just doesn't work. It doesn't interact with anything
rabbit.
in a way that makes sense. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be the lunar rabbit because that's the correct answer.
Yeah. Even though technically the kegger fell under this, so if that was our most hated hat, then it would have, been both of these. But
yeah, so DLC.
Yeah, roughneck.
I'm gonna keep it real, champs. Oh, I'm gonna.
Right?
No, because that paint job is goated. It's actually supporter 1.
Whoa. Wow, we were.
Wow, we were. Okay, I mean, is that crazy?
Yeah, a little bit. It's quite good. Oh, it was quite good. It was very nice back in the day, but now I guess it hasn't really held up.
No. Anyway, okay. This is armor specific now. Classes.
Well, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Which means I don't think we can really choose the holiday ones then. I think.
Oh.
Because they're all the same.
I guess. Well, the leader isn't that.
Yeah, you could. Okay, you could pick them if you wanted to. Because actually no. Actually,
no,
engineer's easy for me. Mark 5. It's the Mark 5 for me for engineer. Not a big fan. It's fine. It's not. This is not a hatred thing. At all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Funny thing is, I think also Mark 5 for Gunner as well. Which really, once again, is not a bad one.
For engineer. If you want engineering a t-shirt, he's got roughnecks.
It's true, he does.
It is at its best with engineer.
He does. Scout. I mean, I'm a scout. For me, it's a Mark 4 actually. Oh, why did I pick? I skipped Scout. Oh well. Mark 4 for Scout. Driller. Driller's difficult for me, actually. Right. Do I have anyone wearing it? If I don't, okay, I don't. Mark 1. There we go.
Roughneck or Gunner.
Okay.
Lucky 100. Gorilla. I think it's Mark 3.
Yeah, because it's small,
Yeah,
I guess.
Mark 3. It's unremarkable, yeah.
Unremarkable.
And then for Scout, honestly, the Mark 3 again.
Okay.
Mark 3 is
Scout's
just Mark
3.
4 but worse. That's like always how it works.
Well, I mean, well, obviously, whether or not it's worse is subjective.
It's just literally it's like the same model, but then Mark 4 they add on a bunch more stuff. It's literally like
Yeah.
you can just skip between them on Scout. And
Obviously,
you
that
can
is
see
the
it.
point. But yes. Now, armor paint jobs. This is a bit more difficult. Obviously. Actually, it's not too hard though. Engineer gritty sandbox. For me.
All of the Dread. Oh wait,
Damn.
that's kind of never mind.
What?
It's Top Dog on engineering. No wait, I'm switched to favorite for some reason.
Oh.
Probably they're all going to be the same thing, I'd imagine.
Was that so? When you said Dawn of the Dread, that was favorite.
Yeah.
For Gunner, I was going to say because that is like I would have actually gotten quite annoyed because that is like the best.
Retro Galaxy, and if that's all of them, then that for everything.
God.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know I had that.
All right, okay. I won't put that in just yet.
Where the hell are some of these coming from? Man, I've not been paying. What the fuck is Ikari? Why is there Why is there an Evangelion skit? This is straight up the color scheme of like the main mech in that.
Yeah, it is meant to be.
When did they have this?
Season 5.
Jesus.
Gunner though, Gunner's got it pretty good. Gunner Decontaminator, I think actually. Decontaminator.
I don't have Retro Galaxy, but I assume it can be on there too, right? I mean, actually, Harbinger fucking sucks. Put Harbinger on there. Can't be having a blue Gunner. That's not how it works.
So Harbinger, Retro Galaxy, and Ikari are all like the ones they added to the Lost Packs in Season 5.
Fuck them. Fuck them for completely disregarding their own rules on color cohesion. Because that's what this is. This is a complete abandonment of that principle. Which I didn't even know they did, because I've not paid attention this season.
Scout easy. Dune Raider.
Splattered.
Not a bad choice. I think Splattered rides a line though, doesn't it? Of being like good, but also hard to work with. Driller.
I guess.
The Driller. The Driller. The fight. Wait a minute. What have I done? I flipped Driller and Scout again.
It's because it's not the order in which you scan through the characters.
I know, but it's the order that we've had for years.
Yeah.
I like these more than I realised.
I want to get another skin I've never even known I've had. Bow Buster.
I think that I came across that. I was like, that looks nice. I'm gonna put verdigris.
It does, but it shouldn't be on Triller.
Yeah, Battle Buster is one that literally doesn't change between classes.
That's because it's the Hollow Bow color scheme. That's the
Well,
point.
it's not because Hollow Bow's not green. Because
Yeah, but it mostly kind of is.
obviously it is meant to be like the Hollow Bow, but yeah. Okay.
Well, that is it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was honestly, we didn't get, like, I don't know, considering it's all hated, we didn't get particularly mad about
employee.
it. What are you doing?
Uh,
These paper, you can't do that.
No.
You'll sign our death for it. They'll put a hit out on us. You know they always listening.
I think there should be.
Why are you doing more? But you just thought it was an anticlimactic ending. And you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, perhaps. But what would be a climactic ending?
Just do thing ever in game. Just literally just blanket full on statement. What is the worst thing we think that is in the game?
That's actually a discussion though.
Exactly. Wrap up the video.
Yeah, I have to accidentally open
the worst thing in the game is not something I could just think of improv right now. It was just talking words. I mean,
it's going to be the thing that's most like detrimental to the gameplay experience and the desire to play.
Yeah,
it's obviously very closely linked, but
I mean,
but that thing is that you could get more conceptual of that. You shouldn't get too conceptual. It should be a feature. It shouldn't be like, oh, no updates. You know, it shouldn't be that.
Yeah. Like
that's not really fair.
Like, stuff like that. I think it's probably tied to assignments. I think generally if you could I could start the assignment of your time past. If you could block missions you don't like in assignments, just one or two, I think I might still be playing the game. That's probably a stretch, but still, I do think that like having to play missions that are just objectively terrible, and they don't seem to acknowledge that. But even if you're wrong, it's like it's still like there's nothing worse than being forced to play like a fucking mission you don't want to do. It's a simple fact of the matter. Like you're playing a game to do stuff you want to do. You want to be playing the game. You want to have fun. And then if you want to continue to play Gorilla, for example, if you want to promote him, you have to play this shitty fucking game mode that no one likes.
At a base level, so it's bar like those missions. At a base level, what works so well about what makes the gameplay loop tick really is being told what to do, but what you're going to do is always a fun mission. So it's never bad that you're being told to do a point extraction or elimination, because those are good, well-designed missions, and it's good that you're being told to do different ones because that's how the variety is enforced. But then it's like
if the player left on his own device, he would play like the one mission he likes over and over again.
Exactly.
He gets bored, and
then you get really bored, and this way you don't get bored, but you can get put out because. Unfortunately, there are missions, and there's only two. And I genuinely think it caps at two.
Job.
I think it caps at two missions. I think there are some people who I don't like the elimination stigma that sometimes exists. Like when there's like a poll, and elimination gets voted low. That pisses me off because
I would judge someone pretty heavily if I found out that they had like banned elimination.
Yeah, and
I still think
it's escort duty because because industrial sabotage you can make the argument for. But obviously it did have the thing going where it didn't start off being an assignment. So they knew.
Yeah.
Escort duty is more of a problem because they didn't really see the problem.
It was a lack of forethought, right?
They have done things, but it's like I think they would have gained more from looking into a feature like a blacklist rather than putting effort into fixing the mission. And I know they want people to play it, but when it comes to escort duty, it's baked into its nature. If we take Tyler as an example, it's not, Tyler appreciates the attempt. I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure. But the nature of the mission is the same. So that was never really going to get fixed. So But is it definitely this and not escort duty itself, though?
Uh, I think so because the game isn't like. I mean, I like to use the phrase like a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, right? I've used it pretty only in reference to this game,
But
and
it
I
is
do
it
think
is
escort duty
overall
is its weakest
stronger.
link. But if the chain can like, if you can like wrap the chain around and avoid the weakest link, and like the chain can hold up without that even being used, then it'll be fine. It'll be just as strong as ever. Like like ideally, sure, they would like make it actually fun and playable, but they not enough people, and it seems like they themselves think it's that bad to actually do anything about it. I think it kind of objectively is like, you know, when something is good, everyone thinks it's good. It's a simple fact of the matter. It's kind of job done, right? Like no one complains about mining expedition, um, and but I don't know. It's just I feel like people will always have disagreements on what is good and fun in this game, and I feel like instead of Ghost Ship trying to listen to that, they should just let the players like
Yeah.
decide what
The
they
problem
can't
is,
stand to
I feel like
play.
this has inherently become conceptual though, because your most hated thing is actually the neglection to do something.
Well, my most hated
It's the
thing
absence of something, which is not really.
is being forced to do something I don't want to do it in an
I guess I should
assignment
get rid of that
because
IE
like it's like
thing.
yeah, but like because it's like everything else isn't forced, right? It really only is like the game mode. Because it's like if you got an assignment and you need to do like it's got an anomaly on it that you don't like haunted caves, you could just wait a little bit. Right? It's annoying, and you might stop playing for the day, but it's not the end of the world. But I swear to God, man, if my driller promotion is a fucking escort duty, that's put me off for like a week, easy. Like that's like job done. All right, see you
Yeah,
later.
because like if I were
Like
to go down the conceptual route, for me it would literally just be the like how much they neglect systems that have so much potential, like the miners union and like the titles and things like that. But if I need to pick a feature, and that's
and the
really
perks, God
difficult.
forbid. Yeah.
Um, well, yeah, because but even like perks, I think they haven't taken away from the experience for me, even though that's just well, that's one of those systems I see the potential, but like it's not making the experience
At least it
worse.
lived up to it more than the others, in that
Um,
it's actually in the game.
yeah, so it's going to have to be something quite specific, I think, for me. And
Lack of uh thingy,
what?
miners union, your
Um,
least favorite thing in the
but that's
game.
not a feature. It's not.
Sure, it is. Well, it is a feature. The miners union
Okay,
is a
I will
feature.
say miners
Um,
union, but I need to put the caveat where it's like because it's a neglected system, and not even just that, because I don't think I would really complain about it if we had it. You know, it almost doesn't make sense to me that. But then again, I think about the fact that no one talks about it though, which tells me that it's an underdeveloped thing, and it obviously is because it was made by someone kind of offhandedly as a Discord integration thing. But that's a further problem, where it's like it was a good idea that was kind of left because of the way it was first implemented. It was like it because it should have been scrapped and remade in its like fullest form, you know, um, without the reliance on Discord. So and so I don't
yeah.
appreciate this thing that I think is so cool that we don't have access to, but also clearly needed to be remade anyway. So I guess it's that. Um,
Yeah.
Skadoosh. I guess really what we
Hey,
should
well,
do to balance things out is barrel vision video. Um, but
my least favorite video.
yeah,
Well,
maybe
I
we
think
should.
I want to put.
That's not how I expected that to work. And why is that black?
Bit off.
Um, no, why is that white? I mean, all right. Well, okay, go on. You can if you got an answer, you can give it.
Uh, Def Q and A's.
Now you see. Well, that's a video type, Tyler. That's not a single
All
video.
right, the first dev Q&A because it set a bad trend.
Oh dear. I would say the Warnings Workshop Volume 1, but the reason why is very crass and grim.
Yeah, literally only that one. Is that why?
Well, I would say why, but I don't want to bring the mood down. So I've got a better one because I remember this was probably just like really it was the worst time for us to be at the height of our pessimism, and it was the 2023 wish list. It was a really just not just a yeah, it was terrible. Anyway, so that's it.
Oh, it's negative. I get it.
Look at me. I am such a clever British wizard. I'm such.
Oh, I'm gonna clog you.
You know what?
Well, I thought you were saying I say clever clog, so I kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
so just
thank you
sort
all
of
for watching.
I guess a bit of a capstone to certain sort of DRG topics. It's like this is our final say, at least for a very long time, on certain matters. I don't hate the idea of in a long time, by the way, doing like an more objective thing where it's not me and you. The columns are actually best and worst. That could be like a future thing, maybe post season 6, and maybe something similar for Road Core as well. But for now, there's a reason why we didn't do a follow up to the previous one until like however long it's been. You know, I don't know how long it's been, but it just seemed like the right idea at the time. So either way, I hope you enjoyed. I hope there was some, I guess some insight, but maybe the value here is more comedic. I'm not sure.
Comedic requires jokes, Harry. The only joke here is the future of Deep Rock Galactic. Ayo. Ayo.
You're lucky that fits the tone of the video.
It fits the tone of my attitude with this. I don't know why. It's just souring more as time is passing. Like the potential of this game being crushed thoroughly, but the potential of Road Core being so fucking sky high. So I'm pretty mixed.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about race-wise.
I think most people are probably quite positive or quite negative on the whole.
Yeah, because people don't know how to.
People
don't know how to be nuanced because people don't.
Yeah.
People don't have to hold opinions that are more than just like I like or don't like.
Yeah, which is a lot coming from an episode where we went through the entirety of things that we don't like.
Yeah, but at least that's like the explicit point of the video.
I guess there's a third part of this series where it's like things that we're mixed on, and then we go through all the nuanced stuff in the game. Yeah. Only because that's basically the rest of the 95% of the game that we didn't say today. We will not do that.
Yeah, we will.
Fuck you. Fuck
no,
off.
you will.
No,
do you know why? Do you know why? Because you'll forget.
I won't forget.
You will. You will forget.
No, you won't be able to do anything along those lines because Road Core Early Access will come out. So we're either going to be too busy playing it or like fucking like not allowed to talk. Like we're gonna have to like if we're not allowed to talk about it, like we just have to go radio silent. I don't think we could not accidentally slip something out.
So you think if we are involved in the closed alpha that we basically can't make videos?
If we're not allowed to talk about it, I think genuinely.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know about you. I'd be too honest. I think we just have to completely avoid talking about like Deep Rock and Road Core as a whole during that time.
Well,
like,
we'll
we can
see,
still make videos, maybe.
I
but
don't think we can hedge our bets on that happening. I think. No. I mean, I don't know. I mainly think it depends on how they go about it. Not necessarily. I don't think that if the way they went about it could potentially include us, then I would hope that we would be. and then but that's why it depends on just what the actual way they're going to do it, really. So we just don't know yet.
Well, I think
but
if they go content creators route, we're definitely on the list somewhere.
well, that's what I
Probably
mean. But we don't.
40, 50th.
I think there's a small implication it could just be like they're sort of quite short list of players, but then it's sort of the aspect of like, well, it's just quite publicly.
But they're
sort of-
announcing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
there's
so
aspects to it I
openly.
can't really rationalize that. That's not the point. That's not what we're gonna leave. We're gonna go. It's the end of the video. As always, no thanks for watching. and as always, I would like to not thank our terrible member, Boxbox Scoot. And if you didn't enjoy this, then please make sure to not like and subscribe. And if you don't want to see more videos like this, and you don't want to stay on top of everything to do with Deep Rock and Roll Call, then don't click the notification bell. Also, don't have a nice day. Also, don't...
Yeah. No.
What's the opposite of goodbye?
Hello.
No.